She's right there. Oh my god. It's happening! Persona 3 is getting a remake! Let's fucking go!
It's showtime!
It's finally here, boys and girls. Persona's 25th anniversary has begun. Funnily enough, I was actually in the middle of writing a predictions video for when it happened and what would be announced. Then ATLUS was like, hey yo, hold up, and dropped all this shit on us. Now with me being the resident crazy man of JRPG YouTubers, I feel like it's my due diligence to set everyone up for disappointment. Before I get to that though, let's break down the article over at Persona Central. September of 2021 begins the 25th anniversary of Persona and starts us on a whole year of announcements totaling up to 7 projects. God damn, dude.
I'm sorry, I'm genuinely so fucking excited right now. I love ATLUS's games and I feel like a spoiled kid right now. SMT5 is coming out in just 4 months. Now I have all this Persona news. Like, holy shit, man. I'm just so happy. Anyways,
these announcements will keep coming until autumn of 2022, which according to Google could be any time between September and December of 2022. Yes, I don't know how long seasons last. There's a reason I get bullied for my intellect on stream. Now, if you've seen my previous one more where I talk about all the hype that current Peace Studio producer and director Kazuhisa Wada was bringing up, they've been getting riled up about this anniversary for years now. Along with all the new announcements comes a bunch of merchandise,
which I really want to buy,
and a fuck ton of theory crafting. Because holy shit, if this doesn't look like Persona 6, I don't know what does.
Speaking of theory crafting, well, okay, let's be realistic first.
We've got 7 announcements and the first one seems to be highlighted yellow. Now this could easily just be coincidence, but ATLUS loves to color code Persona games every chance they get. And obviously, yellow is Persona 4. This one easily seems to be a simple port of Persona 4 Golden to all consoles. It ended up on PC last year and sold really well, but for whatever reason, didn't come to Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, etc. It's literally free money for ATLUS, and I'm sure there's lots of you who can't play the game on PC or never owned a Vita to give it a go. So this is an easy way to get more people introduced to the franchise.
Or it's a Persona 4 remake.
The other 6, I have some guesses, but like I said earlier, I devised 2 lists. The realistic one and the I'm gonna get flamed in the comments for the next year list. Obviously, I don't really believe in one of them, but it's fun to theory craft, right? Let's start with the realistic list. Number 1, Persona 4 port, obviously. Number 2, Persona 1 and Persona 2 Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment ports. Yes, I believe we're finally going to see the classics come to at least PC and get an English localization of Eternal Punishment's PSP version. It's been too long, and it's time for Naoya, Tatsuya, and Maya to get reintroduced to the new fans who came in from Persona 5. Number 3, Persona Gacha game. In a previous one more, I talked about Codename X, a mobile game by Chinese company Perfect World. I think it's likely this could be the Persona Gacha game because of how much Persona related stuff was found in the trailer. However, I think it's more likely that ATLUS is developing their own Persona mobile game like they did with SMT DX2. Think about it. Persona is getting so massive nowadays. A gacha game is an easy way for them to cash the fuck out on idiots like myself.
Now let's get Joker and Genshin Impact. Am I right, boys? I'm sorry, Apple.
Number 4, Persona 5 Royal, the animation. Please God, don't do this, but it's going to happen. Let's be real here. They did one for Golden and it was not good. I did like the Persona 3 movies and Persona 4 the animation, but please ATLUS, I know you want to do this, don't. Number 5, Persona 5 Arena. After the renewal of the P5U domain, it feels inevitable at this point. My dream would be an ATLUS fighting game that encompasses all of SMT, but that's never gonna happen. As long as it's developed by Arc System Works and looks like Guilty Gear Strive, I'm sold. Number 6, Persona 3 Fez Enhanced Port. By enhanced, I mean they'd update the art, clean up some textures on the models, and maybe include the female protagonist. Though it'd definitely be a lot more work since they need to add new social links for her route and probably change up the cutscenes. Number 7, the obvious one, Persona 6. There's no way that it isn't teased as their last announcement. We're talking about a 1-year-long celebration. How else can you end that than showing off the next mainline game in the series? You guys also have to remember, it's 7 projects, not 7 games. So I could even see them use one of the announcements as a way to talk about an upcoming concert or something.
With all that out the way, let's get crazy. Fuck all that shit I just said. This is the list that will never come true, but I have evidence to back it up. I swear.
Number 1, we're back to the yellow boys. Persona 4 Remake, or wait, hold up, even better. Nanako is actually the same age as Yu Narukami right now canonically. So, what if we get a new game set in Inaba, but the protagonist is Nanako? Yo! That's not happening. Number 2, Revelations Persona Remake. Number 3, Persona 2 Innocent Sin Remake. Number 4, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment Remake. Number 5, Persona 3 and Persona 3 Portable Combined Remake. Number 6, Persona 5 Arena. Number 7, Persona 6. Now I know what you're thinking, Pinoy, that's way too wishful thinking. Well, first of all, think about it. There are 7 mainline Persona games. That fits the 7 announcements. 7 projects? More like 7 remakes. Am I right, boys? It doesn't end there. Look at this piece of key art from the 20th anniversary of Persona. You seeing what I'm seeing? That's right, there's no FemC. On the 25th anniversary key art, she's right there. Let me break this down. If you've never played Persona 3, there are 2 versions, Fez and Portable. Fez has the answer, which is an epilogue to the game, as well as anime cutscenes and a 3D overworld you can run around in. While in Portable, it has the female protagonist, no anime cutscenes, and no 3D overworld. We have no definitive version of the game, and that's just not okay, man. The other thing I want to bring up is that since Portable's release, ATLUS has never given a fuck about FemC's existence, and then they throw her into Persona Q out of nowhere. Now she's in the key visual? I feel like ATLUS put her in Q2 to reintroduce her to fans both new and old, so that with a full-on Persona 3 remake, people would be aware of her and get hyped as fuck. On top of that, I have a feeling that Persona 3 Remake is going to have an additional story. I don't want to spoil the answer or what Elizabeth does in Persona 4 Arena, but if you've played those games, you probably know where I'm going with it. It'll probably be really controversial in terms of P3's narrative and potentially ruin it for a lot of people, but I would love to play that. Plus, if you look at the acrylic stands for all the Persona box art, there are 2 missing spots. Now to me, that means one of 2 things. Either we have a Persona 2 situation where Persona 6 will get 2 games, which I don't see happening because why would they announce both parts at once? Or it's the Persona 3 remake with new content and they're gonna push it like a new game. As far as the other remakes, hear me out here, okay? You know how everyone is paying attention to these cards with new art? Well, I went back and looked at as much of the art released from previous anniversaries, and I can't find anything that isn't either from the PSP remakes or the 20th anniversary key art that is just straight up a new render of the OG characters. I'm definitely reaching with this one, but I feel like if you cut off the body of these renders, it looks exactly like a portrait that you'd see in-game. Why would ATLUS go through the trouble of designing new art like this other than the merch?
Because they're all getting remakes, baby.
My dude Boy with Earring hasn't had a new render in 12 years. Like, think about it, dude. And you might be asking yourself, oh, but what about Persona 2? Why would those take up 2 announcements while Persona 3 only takes up 1? Let me break that down as well. Persona 2 Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment are very much not the same thing as Persona 3 Portable and Persona 3 Fez. Portable and Fez are very much the same exact game with slight differences, as well as one containing an epilogue. Innocent Sin is the beginning of a 2-part duology. Because of that, they're essentially 2 different games. I have a harder time believing that they would remake Persona 2 IS and EP as one entire game together. It's ATLUS. They're gonna wanna make money off of you. Listen, I am so sorry if you found any of that believable, for I have set you up for the biggest disappointment you will ever feel in your life. Other than all of that, it is possible we could see Persona 5 get ported to other platforms, but I think it's less likely than the others, funnily enough. Sorry, King Goomba. I just think that we're entering a new golden age for ATLUS in terms of both popularity and quality of games. While Persona 4 caught the attention of others, Persona 5 put the franchise on the map, and Shin Megami Tensei 5 is looking to do the same thing with how massive the hype is behind it. I mean, the collector's edition sold out instantly. Atlus confirmed this with a tweet thanking everyone for the pre-orders and that they'll be making more stock. I know this is gonna sound ridiculous, but the last time I ever saw this much mainstream interest in JRPGs was with Final Fantasy VII in 1997. And now, from 2016 with the release of Persona 5 to the inclusion of Joker and Smash, this seemingly meteoric rise of Atlus as a company has been crazy. Nobody gave a fuck about turn-based games, and now we're seeing so many people give not just Persona or SMT, but Japanese mainstays like Dragon Quest a go. I love it, man. Wow, I did an entire one more on just one news topic. As far as myself, I'm still making my way through Metroid Samus Returns, and I've found my first complaint.
It's on this piece of shit.
In really tense situations, it doesn't feel very good to input commands quickly and starts to really hurt my wrist. But I can't play for very long before I have to take a break. It's unfortunate because I fucking love the game so far. That's it for your video gamer news, everyone. Do you have any wild guesses as to what we'll see for the 25th anniversary? Are we gonna get the fabled Persona 3 remake? According to a whopping 50% of you, you guys think it's finally time for Persona 3 to make its comeback. 25% of you said, nope, it's just a port, calm down, and 24% of you, that doesn't make sense mathematically, nothing P3 related will come out, bro. Well, you're just wrong. If you're interested, I've got an exclusive podcast and live streams available on Patreon at the $5 tier, where I talk about upcoming videos, what I've been playing, as well as discussing random topics with you guys. You'll also see a preview for new videos before they release and get a behind the scenes look at how they were made.
With that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a dislike if you didn't. Be sure to check out my second channel for highlights and playthroughs, follow my live streams on Twitch, and check out Apple 2K on YouTube and Twitter. I am so sorry for making you edit this video. God bless you all, and I will see you next time. Because they're all getting remakes, baby.